Did you know that in the late 1950s, NASA had an ambitious and top-secret plan to build a military base on the moon? Project Horizon aimed to establish American dominance in space and secure national security against Soviet threats. But what happened to this bold vision, and why was it never realized? Join FactEpic's YouTube channel as we delve into the fascinating story of NASA's forgotten moon base and uncover the mysteries behind this decades-old project. In the annals of American space history, one of the most ambitious and lesser-known military projects stands out for its audacity and visionary scope. It is Project Horizon. Conceived in the late 1950s, this top-secret proposal aimed to establish a manned military outpost on the moon, marking an unprecedented leap in space exploration and national security. Despite its ambitious nature, Project Horizon was shelved, overshadowed by other priorities of the Cold War era. Recently, interest in this forgotten moon base has resurfaced, sparking curiosity and debate about its potential impact and feasibility. The genesis of Project Horizon. In the late 1950s, the United States and the Soviet Union were locked in a fierce competition for technological and ideological supremacy. The space race, sparked by the Soviet Union's successful launch of Sputnik in 1957, was a critical front in this Cold War struggle. The U.S. Army, eager to secure American dominance in space, proposed Project Horizon as a means to establish a strategic military presence on the moon. On June 8, 1959, the Army Ballistic Missile Agency, ABMA, produced a comprehensive report outlining the feasibility of constructing a lunar military outpost. The primary objectives of Project Horizon were manifold: to develop and protect U.S. interests on the moon, to enhance techniques in lunar-based surveillance of Earth and space, and to support further exploration and potential military operations. The report emphasized the urgent need to assert American dominance in space to counter Soviet advances and to maintain national prestige. Technical ambitions and challenges. Project Horizon envisioned a phased approach to lunar colonization, beginning with a series of unmanned cargo deliveries to establish a base site, followed by manned missions to construct and occupy the outpost. The initial manned landing was proposed for April 1965, with full operational capability targeted for November 1966. To achieve this, the project relied heavily on the expertise of Wernher von Braun and his team of rocket scientists, who had been brought to the United States under Operation Paperclip after World War II. Von Braun proposed the development of the Saturn I and Saturn II rockets, designed to carry significant payloads to the moon. The Saturn I, with its cluster of H-1 engines, would provide the initial thrust, while the more powerful Saturn II, featuring advanced hydrogen-fueled stages, would increase payload capacity to 70,000 pounds. The construction of the lunar base itself posed formidable challenges. The plan called for cylindrical metal tanks, 10 feet in diameter and 20 feet long, to be buried beneath the lunar surface to provide radiation shielding and thermal insulation. These tanks would serve as living quarters, laboratories, and storage facilities for the initial crew of 12 men. The base would be powered by nuclear reactors, located in pits for radiation shielding, to ensure a continuous energy supply. Surface vehicles were also a critical component of the plan. A construction vehicle would be used for lifting, digging, and other heavy tasks, while a transport vehicle would facilitate reconnaissance and longer-distance travel on the lunar surface. Communication with Earth would be maintained via a lightweight parabolic antenna, ensuring the outpost remained connected despite the vast distance. Strategic and scientific significance. Project Horizon was not merely a technical endeavor. It was also a strategic and symbolic initiative. Establishing a lunar base would have demonstrated American technological superiority and provided a platform for further space exploration, including potential missions to Mars and beyond. Additionally, the outpost would serve as a base for scientific research, offering unprecedented opportunities to study the moon's geology, environment, and potential resources. However, the military aspects of the project were equally significant. The lunar base was envisioned as a potential launch site for intercontinental ballistic missiles, ICBMs, providing the U.S. with a strategic advantage in the event of a conflict. Defensive measures were also considered, including the deployment of Davy Crockett rockets with low-yield nuclear warheads and modified Claymore mines to protect against potential Soviet incursions. Political and economic realities. Despite its grand ambitions, Project Horizon faced insurmountable obstacles. President Dwight D. Eisenhower, wary of escalating military expenditures and skeptical of the immediate threat posed by the Soviets on the moon, ultimately rejected the proposal. The estimated cost of the project, $6 billion over an 8.5-year period, was deemed prohibitive, especially given the burgeoning expenses associated with the Vietnam War and other defense commitments. Additionally, the establishment of NASA in 1958 shifted the focus of American space efforts from military to civilian objectives. The Apollo program, with its goal of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to Earth, became the centerpiece of U.S. space policy. Project Horizon, with its military overtones and exorbitant costs, was sidelined in favor of the more publicly palatable and scientifically focused Apollo missions. Legacy and rediscovery. Though Project Horizon never progressed beyond the planning stages, its legacy endures as a testament to the bold vision and technical ingenuity of its proponents. The project's detailed plans and ambitious timelines reflect the intense drive and creativity that characterized the early years of the space race. In recent years, as interest in lunar exploration resurfaces, the story of Project Horizon has gained renewed attention. The Artemis program, NASA's current initiative to return humans to the moon by 2024, echoes some of the aspirations of Project Horizon, albeit with a greater emphasis on international cooperation and sustainability. The technical challenges and solutions proposed by Horizon remain relevant, offering valuable lessons for contemporary space endeavors. Project Horizon stands as a fascinating chapter in the history of space exploration, a reminder of a time when the moon was seen not only as a scientific frontier, but also as a strategic battleground. While the project was ultimately deemed impractical and set aside, its vision of a permanent human presence on the moon continues to inspire. As we look to the future of space exploration, the ambitions of Project Horizon remind us of the enduring human desire to reach beyond our earthly confines and explore the unknown. Project Horizon remains one of the most intriguing what-if scenarios in space history, showcasing the incredible ambition and technological dreams of the 1950s. Although it never came to fruition, it laid the groundwork for future lunar missions and inspired generations of space enthusiasts. If you enjoyed this dive into NASA's forgotten moon base, don't forget to like, subscribe to Fact Epic's YouTube channel, and hit the bell for more exciting space history stories. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.